So if you can explain, I have a second question too, if you want to attempt that first. I think my colleague here tried to ask it of Dr. Theo and all of you. Many of you have said that because of the sexuality program and as being mothers, you wanted to come into Aware and do something about it. Why did you not set up your own group? Why did you have to come into Aware and fix what you perceive to be a wrong? Because I'm sure there are many mothers in Singapore, and I'm one of them, who believe that in an inclusive society and it's okay to have sexuality programs that let children have an open mind, particularly because MOE also runs its many other sexuality programs as well as the Children's Society.
I think, there is definitely diversity of views on homosexuality, but there's one unity of views. That is, please be honest, do not fudge the message. Do not operate under deception. No smoke screen. If this is the key agenda, come up and say it. But don't fudge it under the Constitution, which is to push for the cause of all women in Singapore, all women. And if you want, you can take a look at the Constitution. It is for all women. And I think I would like Maureen to talk a little bit more about CEDAW.
Okay, you know that.
Sorry, the other question about why you all didn't set up your own organization.
Can I answer that? No, can I explain? Can I explain, please? You see, Aware has always been involved in doing the shadow report for CEDAW, which is submitted to the United Nations Committee. There is a report which is submitted by the Singapore government, and that CEDAW report is being chaired on the national level by Mrs. Yu Fu Yishun. Okay, there is a shadow report that is submitted by advocacy groups. Okay, so in Singapore, that shadow report is actually an area where Aware is very active in. And Aware works closely with the SCWO. Yes, actually they come under the umbrella of SCWO. And what happened is, in fact, during the preparation of the shadow report, there were certain clear differences that surfaced between the SCWO and Aware. Yeah. So, and there was even talk of submitting 2 shadow reports, one by the SCWO and one by Aware. And that is something which we have been trying to gain access to. We have asked, as the new executive committee, to have a look at the shadow report that has been prepared by Aware. And in the President's report tabled at the AGM on 28th of March, Constance Singham, in her report, said that the shadow report should be completed by March 2008, which is 1 year ago. So when we asked to see the report, we were told, oh, there's a typo error in the President's report. It should be 2009. And now we are into April. And when we asked for the report, we were referred to Bremer. And Bremer says it's still not ready. So we said, fine, if it is not ready, can you give us the working drafts? And instead of replying to us, she went to the press and said that we wanted to remove her and so on. Up till today, we have not yet appointed the coordinator for the CEDAW committee. Under the Constitution, the subcommittee actually worked under the old exco, by effluxion of time ceased to exist, right? So that means basically new coordinators have to be appointed or even reappointed by the new exco, okay? The normal process is the subcommittee members will nominate their members, but the approval still rests with the exco.
So you want to take up some of the causes that are enshrined in CEDAW?
Yes,
is that correct?
That is correct.
And that's why you didn't form your separate organization.
We would have been happy to leave Aware to do the work which it was supposed to do. Our concern is that Aware appears to be being hijacked to another direction, which is not the direction we believe is the original objective, the original noble objective of Aware.
As stated in the Constitution.
Sorry, is it by coincidence that you belong to the same church? Did you come to, together before the meeting?
Before I joined, I didn't even know Maureen.
Yeah.
Before I joined.
But you joined in 2007, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I joined in 2007.
Yeah.
So I didn't know her. I only know her after I got
Basically,
elected.
you just want to clarify the church connection because there's been a lot of talk. Is there a church connection?
There's no church connection. The church is not at all involved in secular affairs.
Church itself,
Yes.
but the fact that you belong to the same church, did you know each other in church? Did you come together and meet to say that, on the day of the AGM, you're going to bus in a lot of people from your church or wherever to support you and get you, appointed?
No. The answer is no. We all attend Church of Our Savior. We joined the church at various different times. Before I joined the church, I was a Buddhist, and then I joined New Creation, and from New Creation I went to KUS. I don't know any of these people until I got onto the committee. Okay? No, the answer is no. We all attend Church of Our Savior. We joined the church at various different times. Before I joined the church, I was a Buddhist, and then I joined New Creation, and from New Creation I went to KUS. I don't know any of these people until I got onto the committee. Okay? Yes. What happened was, yes, we all attend the church. Okay? And really, I only know Su Mian because I was invited by one of the people who attended her Tanglin Fellowship to attend a talk that was given by Su Mian, and that was when I first met her. But I don't move in her circles. I'm a working mother. I don't move in her circles, and I don't call Su Mian up. I don't even know her phone, her mobile phone, or her home number until we got onto this committee, and really because of all the problems we were having, the death threats and so on, we went to our mentor to ask if she could help us, in what we're trying to achieve, and that was only after we were appointed.
Did Ms. Teo personally, because you said that you don't have a contact number, did she personally contact you guys?
No, as I mentioned, I went for a talk which she was giving at her place. Okay, she has a regular Tanglin Fellowship meeting, which I don't attend because I have my own cell group. The church has 4,000 members. We attend different services, okay, and we basically have our own cell group. My cell group does not include any of these people. Yeah, and so that is how we operate in a church environment. I got to know who she is when I attended the.
You really have to go to the Aware Center.
Is it possible that the conspiracy that you're trying to unearth
Big
does not
fight, the
exist?
police are there, the old guards are there because resisted our attempt to change the security, the lock. So this is my question is, why the unusually strong reaction? It's something that it's a question that begs to be asked and to be investigated further. And maybe the media might want to look at it from a different angle. So the reason why we're here is that we're not dodging the press. We know that the media has been baying for blood, coming up with stories and day after day, and then even on one particular day, someone counted that ST ran 10 pages on Aware. And Aware has never received such much attention. So the reason we are here is to answer your queries and about us being Christians, what we want to do. And in Straight Stars has also mentioned Dr. Teo's name. So we decided to just meet the press and let you. We try our best to answer your questions. So I think that is enough. And maybe for people who want other questions, you can always arrange at another time.
Three very factual questions. One, will any of you consider stepping down after all these death threats? Two, is the EOGM still going here on the 2nd? Three, how many members do you have now in the bank?
Okay, number one, whether any of us are going to step down. The answer is no. We have been elected. We have been proposed, seconded, and elected in a legitimate manner. And with what is happening, in fact, it even gives us more reason to stay on, because we really want to know what is happening, and why is a contract staff like the center manager preventing the executive committee from doing its job by making sure that the premises are secure.